Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sophie. I have a doctorate in literature, which means I get way too emotionally invested in the shows that I'm watching. So if you like a reactor that likes to talk about themes, symbolism, and character development, then you're definitely in the right place. So why don't you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video? Today, we're reacting to episode 7 of Monster. And last episode, yeah, I think unfortunately not Nina, Anna's parents. It gets a bit confusing because they go by two different names, but it's the same person. Anna's parents or adoptive parents are most likely dead because when they return to the house, it is pitch black. The phone line was cut. And I also think the reporter is going to be dead too, which is incredibly tragic because he was going to quit smoking and try and reunite with his wife so that they could reconnect and build a new, happier existence together. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be possible because of Johan. Temma just managed to get Anna away before Johan arrived. So I think Johan's not going to be far behind them because I don't think Johan's going to let Anna out of his sight. He is hell-bent on retrieving her, and I think it's going to be a very dangerous game for Temba, especially because now he is with Anna. He directly is in Johan's crosshairs, and as much as Johan respects him, I think when it comes to his sister, he will do whatever it takes to get her back. And Temba is not going to let that happen because he doesn't want Anna to be psychologically traumatized even further by Johan. And also, it's dangerous. He's killing people. So, of course, he's going to want to keep her safe. But it's going to be an interesting cat and mouse game because he's not going to give up until he actually finds Johan. We still don't understand why Johan is actually killing. We know that it's to do with fear. He wants to recreate those emotions in people. He wants to see fear in their eyes, and it could be to do with the fact that he doesn't feel that emotion and therefore he wants to see how other people react to it, or it could just be that there is a morbid fascination because they're very obviously setting up the premise that it's going to be nature versus nurture, and we're going to wrestle with this idea of if Johan is born evil or if Johan was made evil. So there is going to be things in his past that I think we're going to empathize with, and that's going to sort of shape our perspective of Johan, that he became this way because of all these situations. But as well, they seem to be going with this idea of also nature, that he was born this way. They're using terms like absolute evil, work of the devil, so quite religious connotations, and usually in religious connotations it's relating to someone having been born that way rather than being made that way. So I'm looking forward to the psychological depth and the philosophical conversations that will come into play. But I think Johan was made this way. It's just going to be fascinating to learn why and how, what happened in his background to make him into the monster that he is today is the true question and the true origin of all this. But I think, again, it's going to be such a slow burn that we're not going to get the full information for a while yet. So without further ado, let's jump into episode 7.
Johan. Anna.
She's starting to get some flashbacks. I still feel like she might be the key to everything. That if she can unlock her memories, she'll be able to give more context as to why Johan is this way. Don't go in the house, Anna. Don't go in. They're gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead.
アンナをいやニナを無事に連れ帰りましたマウラーさん
俺がここから警察に電話しとく
The police aren't here because the phone line was cut. They're gonna be dead. 100%. Don't let her go in the house. Oh god, this is eerie. They're dead. They're dead. 100% dead. Oh, the birthday cake. Knew it. Knew it. And for what? All they ever did was love. Anna as their own. I was going to say Nina again. Oh, look at him trying to save them, even though I think he knows there's nothing he can do to bring them back. But as a doctor, he has to try.
お願いだ。生き返って。
Oh, Temma. There's fluid around them.
お願いだ。
Did they throw up?
お願いだから。
Or
頼むから。
is it liquids? Like, what's the liquids?
あなたの大好きなタバコだ。
Oh, he's so desperate to bring him back. He feels so guilty. Because if not for him, he wouldn't be here. Oh my god, there's so much blood. I told you, didn't I say that I think she shot her brother? But Temmo saved him. She killed Johan, or tried to kill Johan. I fucking said that. Did she shoot him? I called it. I called it. Because she knew what a monster he was. Because I don't think they were the only family that he's tried to kill. That he's maybe killed other foster parents or adoptive parents.
私が生き返らせてしまったんだよ。
Oh my god, I can't believe I caught that. That's insane.
電話線を切られてる。
I just had a feeling. There was just the way that she was acting and how traumatized she was.
君を連れ去りに奴が来る。
That it seemed to make sense that she had done something to him.
警察です。通報を受けて参りました。
No, there was no call. There was no call. Oh my god, no. Leave. Don't trust them. Because there wasn't a call.
あなた方はご無事ですか？怪我は？
No, something's off. Something's not right.
それはよかった。まもなく応援が来ます。あなた方には署で詳しい話を伺います。
No, don't go with them. Don't go with them. Oh my god, no, something's off.
被害者の娘さんですか？お気の毒に。
No, something's not right. There was no call from the house, so how did they know to come here? Johan sent them. They're working for Johan.
そうですか。ということは犯人を見てはいないんですね。
No, something's not right. Something's off.
どこに向かっているんですか？
警察署ですよ。
No, you're not.
で
You've
も
just left
ハイ
the
デルベルク署
town.
は町の中心のはず。
You're in the middle of nowhere.
あれは隣のマンハイム署から来ました。
Why would you come from the Mannheim police
隣
station?
の署まで連れて行くんだろう。
That doesn't make any sense. If the call was to the local police, why would they send you guys from a neighboring town? It's not your jurisdiction.
通報を受けた。
There was no call.
通報を受けてやってきたと言ったな。一体誰の通報を受けたんだ？電話線は切られていた。
Temba, you would have thought you would have clicked onto this before you got in the car.
第一発見者を連れ出すようなことをするものなのか。しかし、あの警察手帳は
Oh my god, has Johan bribed the actual police to work for him? Has he got connections?
血だ。まさか。
They're the murderers, right? They killed them on Johan's request.
あの
How does Johan have such authority and command? Or is this not connected? This has to be connected with Johan. I was going to say, is this not connected? It has to be.
検問。
Temma, you need to use this as a way to get out of this situation. This is dangerous.
メスナー刑事とミュラー刑事じゃないですか。
Oh my god, they're actually
go for it.
detectives.
これから署に戻られるんですか？へえ、新車じゃないですか。
どういうことだ？
I'm so confused.
この子が気分が悪いというので、少し外の風に。
ああ、どうぞ。
彼らは本物の刑事なのか。しかしあの血は何だ？誰の通報で来たんだ？サイレンも鳴らさずに。
It's not adding up.
大丈夫ですか、ドクター天馬？
なぜ知ってるんです？ 私は名前は言ったが、医者であることまでは言ってない。
Oh,
なぜ知っているんです？
oh, you guys are fucked up. They're working for Johan. Jump. It'd be really shit if she can't swim. You're just trusting that she can. Oh my god, they're in on it. They're corrupt. They knew something had happened at the house. They knew Tenma was a doctor, but he never told them he was a doctor. What the fuck is actually going on? So now Tenma is on the run as well. Because if these two are actual police detectives and they're in on it, then Tenma is not safe to return to where he's from.
たくさん人が死んでた。私とお兄ちゃんは二人でそこを歩いてた。
どこだいそこは。思い出せないかい？
国境を越えたわ。おじさんとおばさんが励ましてくれて、とっても優しくしてくれた。それから少ししておじさんとおばさんが死んじゃった。私たちに優しくしてくれる人は
Died.
なぜかみんな死んでゆくの。
リーベルト夫妻の事件だね。
お兄ちゃんが撃ったの。
And she shot her brother.
あの人たちを、今までの人たちもみんなお兄ちゃんが殺したのよ。だから私は銃を取ったの。お兄ちゃんに狙いをつけたの。笑いながら言ったのよ。撃ったら銃を窓の外へ捨てろって。ちゃんと頭を撃ってって。
Oh, so he was still trying to protect her, even though he knew she was trying to kill him by making it look like it was a break-in.
あなたがお兄ちゃんを助けなければパパとママは殺されずに済んだのよ。どうして助けたのよ。
Because it's what doctors do. I think that's going to be a question he wrestles with and finally comes to an understanding at the end, but
私は警察に行く。
he's a doctor.
昨べの刑事たちがもし本物だとすると、ヨハンに通じている人間が警察にいるということになるが。
Yep.
いいかいにな。ヨハンは君を連れ去ろうとしている。追っ手が来たら隠れるんだぞ。食事をして温かいコーヒーを飲んで。
What if he comes back and she's gone and then he's going to have to spend all this time trying to find her as well as Johan?
君は生きてるんだ。これからのことを考えるんだ。
これまでドイツ各地で起こった中年夫婦殺人事件との関連は？
Are they going to say it was
全
Tenma?
力を挙げて捜査しておりますが、まだ詳しいことは申し上げられません。
Oh, Tenma's going to become like a wanted man, isn't he?
一緒に殺されたマウラー記者はなぜあの家にいたんです？彼と行動を共にしていたっていう日本人は何者ですか？
ほぼ同時刻に起きたハイデルベルク城での殺人も同一犯の仕業でしょうか？
ハイデルベルク城。
And he was in both places. Ah, fuck.
あいつも殺されたのか。
He's also going to realize how close they were to seeing
とにか
Johan.
く詳しいことは順次発表します。
But how is he going to be able to go to the police if he feels like he's going to be a wanted man?
ああ、わざわざマンハイム署から応援ご苦労様。
Oh, shit. It's the two detectives.
メスナー刑事、ミュラー刑事。
He can't go to the
何
police.
でもおっしゃってください。協力します。
They're going to pin this on Tenma. Holy shit.
本物だった。あの男たちやはり本物
Why
の
are
警
they
官だっ
working
た。
with Johan, though?
どうしたらいいんだ。
Is it because Johan's threatened them? There has to be a reason.
編集部内ごった返してるんだ。あんた誰です？ちょっと静かにしてくださいよ。電話中なんですから。
重要な証人を連れて5時にそちらに行きます。警察には絶対に連絡しないでください。警察がダメならあの新聞社しかない。
But what if someone in the newspaper is
Nina no
also
Mina
working
Anzei wa.
with the police? Not police, with Johan. He didn't deserve to die like that.
それに連邦捜査局のあなたは中年夫婦殺しの件で来てるんでしょ？こっちには城で殺された男の資料しかありませんよ、ルンゲ警部。
Yeah, but he heard Japanese man and went Tenma,
いや、
who he's already
ちょ
investigating
っと気になっ
for
てね。
3
あなた
murders
が
in the
追っている
past.
件とこっちは犯行時刻が同じだし。
この男、手に縛られた跡があるようだが。 近くで紐か何か発見したかね？
いえ、被害者が発見された時にはもう外されていました。
I'm still fixated on the weird liquids. It wasn't just blood, it was like yellow marks on the father and Mora. Mora? I couldn't really see on the mother, and then there was blood underneath them, but I couldn't tell if it was sick or if it was like a liquid, like a drink. If maybe they'd been poisoned too, but then why would there be blood? I don't know, the liquid was weird.
見つけた。
ニナ、私だ。天馬だ。ニナ、もう隠れなく
She's
ても
not gonna
大丈
be
夫だ。
there.
まさか。
I had a
ニ
feeling.
ナ、ニナ
I had a feeling
どこだ。
that he was gonna come back and she'd be gone.
一人にするんじゃなかった。
Not gonna be like... Okay. But it was gonna be something gross underneath.
ドクター天馬、あなたは悪くない。あなたは医者としての仕事を全うしただけです。サンドイッチを食べてください。そして少し眠ってください。あなたは生き延びてください。そして一人でも多くの人を助けてください。ニナ・フォルトナ。
Doesn't explain where she's gone though. Oh, Tamba. I think this is gonna fortify him in tracking Johan down so that he can
君はこれ
save
から
more
どうするつ
people.
もりだ。もう一度あいつを殺すつもりなのか。私があのモンスターを生き返らせてしまったんだ。
Gonna be his mission to stop him. But I don't think Temba could ever bring himself to actually kill Johan, because again, at the heart of it all, he is a doctor, and the philosophy of saving human lives and all human lives being equal is very much at the core tenement of that. And I think Temba would have to completely reject everything he stands for in order to kill Johan, but I think he is going to try and put a stop to him. He's taken it personal insofar as he knows that he has to do something, that he can't just sit back and do nothing. So at first I thought maybe Johan had taken Anna, but it looks like Anna's just left on her own and she's going to make it her mission to kill her brother, but she doesn't want to wrap Tenma up in it because Tenma, in her mind, is destined to save people's lives and therefore she doesn't want to drag him into that mess. But he feels also personally responsible because he saved Johan. If he hadn't have saved Johan, Johan wouldn't have gone on to become this monster. But Johan was already this monster. So this is the thing, Tem is blaming himself. And I can understand why he blames himself. He's saying, well, Anna tried to put a stop to it all. She knew what Johan was. She finally learned the truth that every nice person that had taken them in died because of Johan. She didn't know up until the Lieberts. And then she decided that she couldn't live with that knowledge anymore. She couldn't bear the fact that her brother was this monster, that she had to stop him from hurting other people. And even at a young age, she realized that she needed to take that into her own hands. So she tried to stop her brother from harming others. And then what ended up happening is Tema ended up saving him, and that allowed him to continue being a monster, continue to hurt other people. But it's a very difficult situation in terms of Tema wants to save people, he wants to help people, he sees all lives as equal, and he's still going to be wrestling with that idea of maybe I should have let him die. If I'd known then what I know now, I should have let him die. But I still think even still he would have saved him because he's a doctor at the fundamental core of it all. And part of the show's philosophy is that all lives are equal, even those that we deem as monsters. And I think he's going to come to that realization, but he is going to put a stop to him. I don't know how I caught that she shot him. I'm actually shocked that that was revealed sooner than it was. But there was just indications from her dialogue and the way that she acts with him that I was like, did she actually shoot him? There was no intruder because they never really found any further information or evidence on that. But Johan's a crafty one. He is working with the police somehow. I don't think everything is as it seems. That perhaps the police are working with Johan because Johan has something over them, or he's threatened their families, or perhaps Johan is threatening the chief of police who's directing them. I'm not entirely sure, but the minute they said that they got a phone call, I was like, no, you didn't, though. And also, the weird liquid, I don't know if the liquid is that they were just interrupted when they were maybe having a drink waiting on Temba and Anna coming back, or if it was like vomit or something. I don't know. There is blood underneath them. So clearly, whatever they consumed wasn't what killed them, but maybe it immobilized them. I'm not sure. But it's just very weird that the liquid was kind of very prominent on their clothing. It's just so incredibly sad. And I think Temma's going to be suspect number one. I think Temma's going to have to go on the run and evade the police himself because they're going to start connecting him to these deaths. They're going to connect him to the reporter. They're going to start thinking that he is the one that's been killing all these people. And that's just so sad that Johan is crafty enough to have them look at Temba rather than himself. And he doesn't want to kill Temba. He doesn't want to harm him. But I don't think he's above having him be the scapegoat for all the killings he's been doing because it keeps the police off of his back. This is wild. I'm so excited to see what becomes of Anna, but also how the detectives are involved in it, why the detectives are involved in it. I just still have so many more questions than answers. So I think that's all I want to say for now, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. Until next episode, bye!